this is where we're gonna switch stuff up because I do not know when the food will be here. So, this next person that's going to speak, y'all, I'm gonna tell you about the culture of this company. So, I met her when we went to Cabo. Well, I knew her before, but we got to really get to know each other on these trips. That's why you want to earn the trips. But I guess it's been about 6 weeks, 2 months ago, we were talking and she was like, well, I said, you need to just come see my house. Right then, she's like, when? I was like, honey, whenever you want to, you just come. Now, she flew down here on Wednesday. She's staying until Monday. And all we've done, we just work together. I mean, I don't benefit off her financially. She doesn't benefit off me financially. But that's just the relationships that you form. She's like my sister. She's like family again. And that's the kind of culture that we have. I don't know of any other company anywhere that has relationships like this. And you know, most times, and what I've heard is I've never been in another network marketing company, but what I've heard from so many people is like when you go to convention and when you go to things like this, you have your little cliques. Nobody wants to show information because it's a competition between each other. And I love the way that Singular has the global bonus pools because we grow. When you grow, I grow. When you grow, I get a bonus. Like my bonus gets bigger and we're better together. And we really, truly exemplify one team, one dream. And the things that Mark Walker wrote about the I Am Singular, you know, those I don't even know what they're called, the lessons that he put on that. I mean, this company exemplifies that across the board. Now, you've got some exceptions, but not many. I mean, there's really not many. I would say 95% of the company is the people that you can call, just like Daryl was talking about. I mean, and I'm going to tell you one thing. Tony. He just crushed it, y'all. I mean, I'm loving that training. I love learning from people because if you think you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You need to change rooms. Because if you can't learn from every single person and take stuff away from every single person, then you've got something up here going on that you need to find something in here and change it. Because, I mean, I appreciate you. I appreciate all those little tips and stuff because I'm going to use them. And if you don't think he's serious about giving himself to you and helping you, I don't know how many calls that I've put him on with people, you know, just because, and he's like, sure, you know, just sure. You know, that's how people are. But this lady that's coming up, she has a heart of gold, and she's the same exact way. And she is here all the way from Tyler, Texas. And she is responsible for our charcuterie board because everything's bigger in Texas. It was going to start out as a cheese tray, y'all. I'm just saying. And that's what it became. So you guys give it up for Melissa McElveen.
Trying to download, so I'm so sorry.
No worries. I mean, I really don't need a PowerPoint. I just made a PowerPoint because everybody else is making a PowerPoint. So I'm going to follow your lead right now. So I'm going to tell you a little story about a singular story. It may be similar to your story. It may be different than your story. But before I go into that, I want to tell you about baking a cake. How many of you have ever baked a cake, seen a cake being baked, seen a cake on your table? Everybody can relate to this story. Okay, great. So, I don't know if you've ever actually made one, but you have certain ingredients and you've got to measure them out and you've got to put them in your bowl and then we've got to mix them up and then you're going to probably grease something up to put it in. And then you're going to put it in the oven. And that's one of my favorite parts. Magic happens in there, right? And whenever you go over to the oven, do we ever open the oven to look inside? Yes. We do sometimes. And unfortunately, heat escapes and then it takes a little bit longer, right? So we just have to wait. We've got to leave that cake in there and let the timer go off. When it's ready, right? Okay, so let's go to our singular story that I'm going to tell you about. So I was like Tony, Tony, whatever you want to call it. And I came into Singular and was so excited. I lost 11 pounds and 14 inches in just 8 days. Y'all, 11 pounds, that's bigger than babies, right? And I felt incredible. Like I could just conquer the world, empowered, all the things. So I put a Facebook selfie of myself in the car, my head's tilted sideways, and I just said, I just lost 11 pounds and 14 inches in 8 days. What do you think happened?
Blew up.
Blew up. I'm going to tell you also that I had an upline that was kind of there, not really there. She's not in the business any longer, and I didn't know what to do with this information other than I texted her and I said, I don't know what you're going to do about this, but there's some people who want to know some information. So do you want me to just give them your phone number? She was like, no, do not give them my phone number. She said, start a chat. I'm like, oh, it's too much. It's too much. So I just blasted information to all of them. Just told them all the skinny in a little paragraph. This is what I did. How many people do you think I signed up? I signed up 8 that month. All Ultimates. Back then, that'd be like an X Advanced. And no support whatsoever. Here's your kit. Go do it, kind of thing. So I had a little bit of humble pie to eat 3 months later when I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is hard. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't listening to a coach. I didn't realize the advantage of this community, that this culture that we had, that I didn't just have to look to that one person in my upline. You know, we have a community across the tables, across states, across lines, across everything was Singular, and that is how I have built my business. And that is what I stand firm on, is that I don't care if you're on my team or not. We are in Singular together. You are my family. If you need me, I'm there. You pick up a phone and you call me, you text me, you message me. And there are so many people that have helped build my business, that have put that belief in me, that I can help put into you or some of your people. Anyone in this room you can call at any time, and we'll drop whatever we gotta do and be there. So back to my cake story with Singular. I feel like it's a journey to bake a cake, right? You gotta go to the store, you gotta get the ingredients, you gotta read the recipe, you gotta follow it, maybe add a couple of things, and have my own little flair for my own kind of cake, right? Well, Singular's the same way. We've got to reach out to people. We have got to not blast promos. We've got to be a human. On your notes right now, I want you to write, Melissa McElveen said, be a human. How are we going to do that? We're going to talk to people like they're people you're really interested in. I mean, I don't know about you, but when somebody comes up to me and talks to me and tells me their name and where they live and what they do, I'm interested. Are you interested? If not, learn how to be interested. Become a question gatherer so that you can immediately ask a question, because who doesn't like talking about themselves, really? Everybody does. Find what their love language is. They love talking about themselves. If you want to talk to me about Tucker Boone, I will talk to you about my dog all day long. I have a distributor scared to death, partner scared to death to talk about the business to people. But if you even remotely say the word dog, she's on. She's on. So we're transferring that language, that love language, over to talking about something that's changed her life. So with that, I want you to know that cake that you have in the oven, it's gotta be nurtured. It's gotta be loved. It's gotta have a two-way conversation. The heat's gotta mix with all the things. Same thing, when somebody's ready to jump on and do this business with you, did they just like, okay, I'll do it? Very rarely, right? You have to work on building that relationship. Work on making sure that they're ready to come in. So I'm gonna tell you a story about a distributor of mine. Her name is Joni McElveen. Her husband and my husband are cousins, first cousins. She called me in 2020. We were in shutdown mode, and she said, I have these 11 pesky pounds that I need to get off. And I went, okay, we'll get your 11 pounds off. And she said, I've been trying forever. So I told her about all of her options, all the things, and she trusts me. We weren't really close. We knew each other. We were obviously Facebook friends because we're family, but she was like, I trust you because you're my family. Okay, you're my family. And she said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And I told her the kid options, and she said, I think I'm going to do a trim down trio. What? Anyway, I'm like, okay. So she got her kit, and I tried to coach her. I tried to, have conversation with her. I tried to do all the things, and guess what? She was not having it. Not having it. Do you think she lost the 11 pesky pounds she had on?
Negative ghostwriter.
Negative is right. She gave up. She didn't trust me. But guess what? Last September 2022, she came crawling back 2 years later, y'all. 2 years. We've developed a relationship for 2 years. And she said, I think I'm ready to try this again, and I'm going to be coachable. So she bought an X bundle. Woo! I know, we're moving on up. And 2 weeks later, she felt so good. In 4 days, her joints didn't hurt any longer. And she said, oh my gosh, what is in this that was not in the Trim Down Trio? I said, it's a system. You didn't buy a system. I said, and you really need some of our other products. Y'all, in 2 weeks, she bought a digestion duo, and she was like, I'm gonna do it. So now, does she coach to buy an X bundle?
Yeah. She coaches up.
X Plus. She said, you just go get that stuff because you need it. But her story is powerful, and the relationship that we built is part of it. I'm going to tell you another part about Joni McElveen. She is one that will listen. She's one that's coachable now, this 2 years later. But I said, hey, I'm working on this trip to Cabo, and I got a week left to hit it, and I need one more partner. I'll do whatever you need me to do. You just tell me. I need you to find me 4 friends. I need them to start with at least what you started with. Guess what she did? She went and found those 4 friends. We built that relationship. She wanted me to go to Cabo. What a gift that she could give me in return for not giving up on her, because we're building that relationship. So my advice for you is don't give up on people. You never know when they're coming back. You never know when their yes is about to happen. You never know when you are about to change their lives forever. So Joni got to quick start that week. It was my last unique account I needed to go to Cabo. After that, she kept sharing. She was my first unique account to go to Jamaica when she hit manager. She's still growing. I have a picture of her. Come on. I have a picture of her at Zing Fling when we all were shocked. Eyeballs almost came out of my head because she was up on the stage with a Business Builder Award. Never give up on her. Got another story about my friend Joni McElveen. She was so funny because she said, I'm gonna get to Jamaica. Y'all, she needs one more unique account. She's going to Jamaica. She got two new partners on the first day of this month. She's going to Jamaica. She said, I think I'm gonna ask my friend Kim to do me a favor. I said, huh, where'd you learn that verbiage? She said, well, I'm just gonna duplicate what you taught me. What a form of flattery. I said, oh, okay. She said, would you come to Louisiana with me and let's do a sip and see party at her house? Okay, when we going? You know, I'm up for a road trip. I don't know if y'all know that. And she said, how about the last Saturday of the month? I was like, oh, why can't we do it early in the month? Anyway, I'm like, okay. So her friend Kim wants nothing to do with the business. Was that anybody else in this room? You wanted nothing to do with this business. But she said, I'll do whatever you need me to do, Joni. She said, I need you to invite all your friends, bring them over. And Joni grew up in Bossier City, which is where we were going. So she also invited people. We get to Bossier City that day. That morning on the way there, an enrollment pops up on my phone. It's her new distributor, Kim Howell. I was like, oh, she means business. There's one. And then we get to the party, and it is a party. We don't stop and do a presentation at our parties. We are mix and mingle like it was this morning, just talking, find out what their pain points are. We're going to tell them about all the solutions that we have for their problems. She had 8 enrollments that day.
Wow, nice.
She hit manager. She made $1,000 last Saturday. She still didn't want to do the business, but that's okay. You keep sharing and we'll just keep helping your people out. But what a great gift for asking for a favor. Not only that, she made it in one day. Y'all think about, who do you know? You only need 8 people to get to Jamaica. 8 people. I just need 2 more and I'm going to Jamaica. I am going to Jamaica. So think about that. Other things that you can do to build relationships. Talking about prospects, customers, distributors, partners. Oh my goodness, 4.5 years, that's hard. Partners. Reach out. Send them a text. Don't just always use Messenger. Send them a text. Call them on the phone. Messenger. Ask them how they're doing. Be a human. You can send a recipe. Oh my gosh, I just tried this. It was amazing. I think you'll love it. Please let me know if you're going to be making it and let me know how it went. Something simple. Oh my goodness. I saw Tucker Boone and Cooper Jack riding in the golf cart. Do y'all do that every day? They're living their best life. You want to send me that? That's fine. I would love it. I would reply. But something that's going to help build that relationship, strengthen the relationship you already have. Think about all the different ways that you can help them, not just help yourself, but how can you help somebody else? Prospecting takes all the things, right? You're not a one and done. You're not a throw them in a testimony group and leave them. You're going to nurture that relationship and build it. I'm going to tell you this equation. 9 times you're going to reach out about anything but singular. That 10th time is your singular reach out. If you're looking at that chat you've got with them and it's singular, 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 nothing else in there, why do they need you? You are not valuable to them. Make sure you're a human. Something else I want to show you. Can I borrow your card? This morning I gave Melissa a card because I wanted to demonstrate the value of this. Who likes to get something from someone? Everybody, right? Who loves to get a letter in the mail addressed to you? It's like, oh, people still do this, right? It's so awesome because it's tangible. It's something that we can see. So, there's this us the night that she was announced the I Am Singular Award. And there's a picture of us together. So, and then I just write a little note on the back of it. Super sweet. Easy peasy, right? There's a website or an app on your phone you can download. It's called Free Prints. You can have 85 free prints a month printed.
Are you saying free? Free.
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 Four-letter word, free.
I just don't hear well, and I wasn't thinking that was the word. Nice.
Yes, free. Anyway, these are the ones I just got. Lots of stuff, and I've already started writing on them to team. I love them, y'all. And then how many of you have like a folder of inspirational stuff? Like you can print these for people you don't have pictures with yet.
Oh, wow.
And just write on the back of them, send them in a card. This is my girls group where I live. None of them are in singular. Does it have to be a singular only reach out? No. And I print out one for all of them. It's just fun. And then yeah, it's just awesome. There's me and Cora at our last one. I'll be sending that. So I mean, it's really great. But the other bit of advice that I can give you about relationships and community in our culture is don't limit yourself where you are right now. There's a whole big singular community out there full of amazing people that will pour into you and you can pour into them, because we are better and bigger and stronger when we link arms and do this together.